I'm not convinced it worked entirely from the point of view of the listener.
No.
Because wouldn't it be nice to be able to put the pictures that we can see? So we get up pictures that we want to talk about. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to put them onto a website somehow?
Yeah.
Or maybe say to people, here's the YouTube link. Because I mean, YouTube's pretty good in there.
Now,
we can link it on the channel.
No, I actually had a discussion with Lee this afternoon on his way out the door about whether or not Jamie will be able to sort us out a page that we can access the code from.
With version 2 of the website.
Is it to upload? Can we dynamically upload stuff to that page? That's pretty good going, you see.
Good.
By the way, this is Jamie in the corner for everybody who's asking on the cam. It's not Matt's fluffer.
No, nor is it my love child that I conceived when I was 2.
No, version 2 of the site is coming, and it will each station, each stream, and each presenter will have its own page to do
Brilliant.
with it what he wants.
Then we could do that. Good. If we could dynamically update that with a form.
Would be nice, because then I think it'd be nice to say to people on their PCs, laptops, whatever. Be frustrating for the podcasters.
But they could go back and look at it afterwards if they were listening at their computer. It's difficult for the people on the train, I agree, yes.
I don't know. I think with the podcasters, you can keep them happy just saying fuck every so often. Because that on the train, if you're catching the 5:45, to keep some pancreas, you just want to hear some guy say fuck occasionally. Yeah. We'll
yeah, because I really need the toilet.
You can do a piss.
Yeah, God. Do you know what? Every time we've come back from ad break for like the last 3 ad breaks, I think, bollocks, I should have gone to the loo.
Like you drink a pint.
Yeah.
You drink a pint, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Do you ever think to yourself, I wonder if that's a pint?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah.
No.
Because the worst story I ever heard was a bloke. Not the worst story I've ever heard. I'll tell you that in a second. The worst story I've ever told, I ever heard about drinking was this bloke. Apparently, he was already pissed, and he drank a pint really, really quickly. Kind of his mates went, "Go on!" So he knocked it back in about 4 seconds, and then threw it back up.
Nice.
But because he didn't want to throw up on his friends or anything like that, he threw it back up into the glass.
Oh.
And it was so pure.
I've seen someone do that. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Throw a pint immediately back up.
Trick?
Yeah. Well, no. She was drunk as a skunk anyway, and so she downed a pint because it was kicking out time and
threw it up in the glass.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then drank it.
Well, she didn't drink it down again afterwards.
That's what this bloke did.
Oh, that's a bit rough,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
PlayRadioUK.com. Just great music.
Here at Play Radio, we want you to win cold, hard cash. Play our daily online quiz and you'll be in with a chance to win big money prizes every day. It's easy to do and completely free. Go to playradiouk.com/games to get started. But if you think you're good enough to take on players from around the world, then sign up to our premium service for as much or as little as you like. And if you join today, we'll match 50% of your first deposit. playradiouk.com/games. Making the world a richer place.
Hi, I'm Jamie Robertson, and I'll be here every Saturday breakfast from 8 with lots of 80s music, along with your first, last, and everything. So join me, Jamie Robertson, Saturday mornings at 8.
Play Radio UK. Distinctively distasteful. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK. Not for the faint-hearted.
Okay. Well, everybody's gone to the toilet. So it gives me an opportunity just to say to you listening at home or wherever, or podcasting this, I'm aware that it's a bit of a mishmash sometimes, but I think that's a good thing. That's a healthy thing. We're interested in making it as interactive as possible, not just from the point of view of having pictures and forums, phone lines open and Skype lines open. But I'm also interested in fielding, not ideas, because I hate it when, you're watching telly or listening to the radio and the bloke says, so you tell us what you want us to talk about, because, why should you do the work? But if we can somehow create the sense that what we're talking about and what we're doing and what we're on about and what we're up to kind of feels right, then good. And if you feel like contributing or letting us know, I know a number of the chats on the forums, the Shrine in particular, have had some interesting feedback from people. I'm particularly always impressed with this person, Happy Tree, whoever that is. Seems to know their stuff.
We need to make those ad breaks longer, don't we, Fiona? You hardly get a
We
chance to
do.
go for a piss.
Oh, I'm very impressed, actually.
With what?
Well, I hardly had to do anything.
What do you mean? Let's go back there. What did you have to do?
Well, I
then?
walked
Take your
in-
trousers
I walked-
down.
I walked in the room and the lights came on.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah, and then took your trousers down.
I took my trousers down. I had to do that.
Yeah.
And then I had to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I kind of reached for the paper
Yeah.
and it just started coming at me. And I thought, well, do I have to do that myself as well? And I did.
Hang on. Which paper you reached for? You got the automatic paper to do the.
Well, no, I didn't.
Right, good,
I
yeah.
nearly did.
No, because there's proper toilet paper in there that's less harsh.
Yes, I found that, thank you.
Yes, yeah.
One of the things that we should hold against women is that they're damaging the planet more than we are with toilet paper, because we use a lot less, obviously, than women do.
You mean because you drip dry?
Yeah, we can shake our willy and it dries.
Don't actually
Do you
stand
think
there and
there
go like that.
Do you think, we found out some interesting thing about men in the toilet. I met this bloke who told me, the conversation came round to it, and he told me that he had never ever used a toilet other than his own one for number twos. He'd never ever sat
I know
down.
people like that.
Yeah, in a hotel, he wouldn't go. He wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
He would only shit in his own John.
Yeah.
Now, do you think there are men who use toilet paper when they've had a wee?
Yes.
I hope
I'm
not.
sure there are.
You sure there are, but you don't know?
No, not personally. I mean, yeah.
Wouldn't that be odd?
I hope they. I really seriously hope not.
Wouldn't that be odd? I went to the toilet once in Lima in Peru in this hotel, and it was a hotel that was frightening because they had so many staff and they were all very sort of formal. So that there was a woman whose job was to sit in the middle of a corridor. So you're going up to your room, you come out of the lift and you're going along a corridor to your room, and this woman will have been sat there all day and all night, and all her job to do is when you go past, she stands up.
What?
As you go past her, she stands. And I didn't want it. It made me feel bad. She looked like somebody's grandmother.
Do they think it's a mark of respect?
I don't know. And when you're eating in the restaurant, there'd be a person assigned just to fill up your glass of water. So there'd be all these people at the back, and they're watching you like a hawk. And as soon as you got down beyond halfway with your glass of water, they'd be over, and it would be just your person. There'd be one for you, one for the bloke next to you, one for the woman opposite you, just standing there with a jug. But
Cool.
anyway, I had to go to the toilet. So I went down the stairs, right? Opened the door, as you do. And there's a man stood there, and he's got the full livery on. And he goes, Senor. Okay. And he escorts me to a urinal.
They do it in Cuba as well.
He goes, in Cuba?
Yeah.
Right, go on then.
Well, do the same thing where he would escort you to the trap, as it were,
Right.
and then would hand you the toilet paper when you were ready for it, and stand outside to make sure that no one else would come into the cubicle while you were in there. And then he would hand you a towel or soap and a towel to wash your hands, and then he would expect some Cuban money afterwards on his way out.
Right. That's more or less my story.
Sorry.
I'm going to tell you this because it's true. My one was a lot better. But thank you for your Cuban version.